Hi, my name's Skye James. I'm 18 years old. I graduated with the class of 2020 from Conway High. I'm really hoping that Paul Mitchell, the school in Little Rock, will be the next chapter for me. It's definitely nerve-wracking going back to school. I hated high school. I had such a bad experience with it. I actually had an art class as my last class of the day my senior year. And every day I would just walk through the halls all day long and, just carrying all of this stress from all of my other classes. But as soon as I walked through that door and into the art classroom, I could relax. And I enjoyed the work. And for the first time, I would be happy at school. My art class, my senior year, really helped me kind of dig up some old memories and skills and how much I really love it. I wasn't raised within the church. My mom worked on Sundays, so it was just me and my grandma at home, and she wouldn't feel up for taking me to church. I didn't grow up in the church. Every day, my grandma and I would watch The Joy of Painting, and until I was 11 or 12 years old, I genuinely thought that Bob Ross was God. Especially him painting all these beautiful places, and I would just think, oh, he's painting another part of the world, how amazing. And then he would bring his son on the show. I thought that was Jesus. And I remember squirrels and everything, he literally would have animals on the show. I genuinely thought this man was God. I want you to know that because I feel like that goes to show exactly how important art and creativity and your imagination is to me. It's my entire world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. One reason I want to go to Paul Mitchell is because it stands out more than any other cosmetology program around me. You walk in and there's music playing, everybody's talking and having a good time, and they're just letting their creative juices flow. Everybody's just got this huge beaming smile on their face. It's an amazing atmosphere at this school. I graduated with the class of 2020, had a socially distant graduation, and mostly because of COVID, but that may just be what I tell everybody. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was sitting there in my cap and gown, and I remember thinking, she's gonna go into nursing, she's gonna become a teacher, he's gonna become a coach. All these people around me that I've grown up with, they know what they're gonna do. They know where they're going, or they at least know what they're gonna do to get there. I took a gap year so that I could figure out what I wanted to do and where I felt that I was going to succeed and be able to excel and learn more about what I love. There were two questions that you guys asked for this video. The first one was, why would you pick me for this scholarship? The second one, you asked how I would give back to the community. I can't tell you who to pick. I know that everybody that is applying for this has the exact same passion as I do. So I can't tell you who to choose. I can tell you though, that if you pick me, you're picking somebody who wants to help others. And that's how I would give back to the community. I love helping others. It has always been such a passion of mine to help others. Some of the ways that I've helped people through the years is I actually started volunteering for the first time when I was just 5 for a bingo night at a nursing home. Then I went on to do things like event coordinating. My mom used to work at independent living services for those with mental and intellectual disabilities, and I was able to volunteer a lot there. I also, as soon as we went into lockdown from COVID-19 last March, my family and we started volunteering with World Central Kitchen, and we did that from when we first went into lockdown all the way to mid-August. Whenever World Central Kitchen came to an end, I started looking into jobs where I could help people because it reminded me how much I love to help others. That's whenever I got my license to become a pharmacy technician, and I started working in a pharmacy as my first job. Honestly though, it didn't feel like my first job because I had already worked my entire life. It was just volunteering. Most of the time, whenever you hear somebody say that they're passionate about helping others, you think, oh, okay, go to med school, become a doctor, become a nurse, something like that, something medical. We've already discussed this, but I'm not a numbers person. I would not trust me as a doctor, and I feel like I just wasn't born to do that. Another way I've helped others is through my photography. I'm actually a self-taught photographer. I've been doing it since I was 11 years old. Even though the quality was horrendous, that's when it all began, and it just started escalating from there. Hands down, my favorite thing about being a photographer is after the shoot, you've sent them all the photos, you know, you've worked your magic, and their confidence just goes up from there. I actually did that with one girl, and then she booked me again, and whenever she stepped in front of the camera, it was like a whole different person, and that's because after she saw those last pictures, she was going through them and thinking, wow, I'm beautiful. I feel like cosmetology is almost the same, like whether it's makeup or hair or even nails, like you see this change in your client. You see all this joy grow throughout the process, and then you see them just beaming at the end, and it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I truly believe that whether you're able to help others mentally, like a cosmetologist or a photographer or anything of that sort, or if you're able to help them physically, like a doctor or a therapist, it's still important. At times, one can be more important than the other, but they are both still so important. Being a pharmacy technician just didn't work out for me, and I know that now that I don't want to go into nursing or I don't want to go to med school. I want to be able to help others but still enjoy what I'm doing. I want to be able to love my career and my work and my clients and enjoy it and have fun and let this be my second home and let this be my happy place. And I feel like Paul Mitchell could be that for me. Because whenever you walk in, you're greeted by so much positivity. It is such an amazing atmosphere. Whenever I walked in for my tour, you know, they were playing Taylor Swift, and they were all grinning from ear to ear and just letting their creative juices flow, and everybody was having a good time. I didn't see one person the entire tour that looked upset. Everybody was having an amazing time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to attend Paul Mitchell, the school in Little Rock. Thank you.